happy friends. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of my December documented 2020 album. Now, this is one of my favorite December albums that I've made. I did a smaller version with the Life Crafted album, and I used primarily the Paper Person kit from 2020. And it was all kind of COVID related or COVID themed products, and it was just really fun to put together, especially because that year obviously was very chaotic and our lives were all up in total turmoil. It was fun to put something together that was uplifting and just kind of documented the season. So I started off, this was a scrap lift page from, I believe it was Jenny Ray. She's on the Ali Edwards design team. But I loved this. This was part of the digital December Stories by the Month kit. And I loved the tangled lights and Embrace the Mess. And it was just a perfect theme for this crazy year. So I love that title page. This was just, everyone in our neighborhood put lights up on their house early this year because we all needed something to look forward to. So that was just a really gorgeous scene in the neighborhood. I kept it simple with just some stars on the top. Okay, this one, I think this was similar or a scrap lift off of a product play class in the Ali Edwards classroom. But I used the Paper Person Santa with the mask and some of the embellishments from that kit. And my reason why, which I did a flip out for our house and our lights. And this was a digital stamp, I'm pretty sure from Ali Edwards. This year, to bring joy to the neighborhood, a bunch of the neighbors had decided to get these blow-up features for our yard, and everybody had a different one. So this was ours, and then I did a picture of all the different neighbors' ones that we had done, and someone had done a Thanksgiving one that kind of set the theme. So that was super fun. Decorating the tree. I have a little tree that I put all my coffee ornaments on. And then here is some of the Paper Person paper with the Santas with the masks on them. Made this, I think this may have been a product play design too, on the 6 feet step back Santa. So I had my kids, they're a little older, teenagers, or one of them was a preteen, but I wanted to get pictures with Santa with the mask on because I thought that was just very good representation of what the season was and what the year was all about. Let's see. Oh, opening advent calendars. I have this little pocket with the journaling. I'll get that in there later. I did some cutouts of the different advents that the kids were opening that year. I did this fun cut file, this Paige Evans cut file with my journaling, and my kids having hot cocoa. Just a silly moment in the drugstore. And then these are more of the Paper Person COVID Christmas. And, you know, for me, I don't want to say I embraced the COVID aspect, but in this documentation I did because I think it's important to look back on the time and what was really going on then. And we were surrounded by COVID issues. We were in pretty significant lockdown, masks everywhere. I shouldn't say lockdown completely because we were out of the store, but we were encouraged to stay home even as much as we could then, working from home if we could. This year I got everyone matching jammies. I always wanted to do that and I'd never done that before. So these are the Baby Yoda Grogu Mandalorian jammies. We did that for our Christmas card. I even made the Christmas card through the Costco. They had Merry Christmas, so I thought that was funny. This year I'd actually done an exercise challenge. It was the first time I had done this, and I was really proud that I accomplished it, and I finished it, and I did a lot of walking in the month of December. So that was fun. Meeting up with a friend for brunch. This is also an older paper person stamp, rosé or something of that nature. This, I think, was from Allie Edwards Product Play. I did this loving, and my friend over here and I, we exchange scrappy advent calendars. And so this, actually, I'm sorry, this is 2 separate pages. Loving. These are the things that I'm loving right now. And then this was a page about the scrappy advent, but they sort of they look like they go together. And then this was a cut file from that product play that year, and it's all the different advent items that my friend had got me. So that was fun. This was an ornament that I made for a bunch of my friends. I just got the balls from either Joann's or Michael's. I filled it with tiny little white balls to represent snowballs, and then these red pom-poms that have kind of little glittery spikes on them. They kind of looked like the COVID symbol. And then I bought this cut file off of Etsy. Baby, it's COVID outside. I used the COVID Christmas tree from the kit. And then all I want for Christmas is a COVID-19 vaccine. So when the news documented that the vaccines were being distributed to our local hospitals, I printed off some of the news stories about the vaccines arriving. So that worked perfect because I knew I would not use this sticker ever again, or I didn't want to use this sticker ever again. And so it was great to get it used up here. We had a snowstorm that year. Oh, and this is my last page. My daughter did a Secret Santa with her friends, and she ended up, her and I together made these gnome figurines. They're from, the base is a sock stuffed with, I think, did we stuff it with rice? I think we did. And little wood balls for the nose, and some kind of white fur type fabric from the fabric store to make these gnomes. And then I have these little gnome stamps that I colored. And I didn't do, and this was just kind of the documentation of the gnome story. So this was not a daily album, but honestly, it is one of my favorites. I just love how using one kit, mostly one kit, through the whole album has kind of a cohesive look. I loved documenting a year that was very atypical. I think it will be very interesting to go back years to come and see what it was like, what was different, what we made do with, how we changed things up, and I love it. So thank you for watching, and I will have more videos up from some of my other walkthroughs. Have a great December, and I'd love to see what you're making. Thanks for watching.